I'm Perky.
And I'm Quirky. And this is the Perky and Quirky podcast.
Oh, Lord. Somebody wants to
Special episode, 10 episodes.
Happy 10.
Happy 10.
Happy 10th anniversary.
Yeah, oh my god. Yes.
How far are we from Shrek releasing? What has it been, 25 years?
Because it was 2001, which is the year I was born.
Okay, 24 years then.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Which is
crazy.
insane.
Quarter of a century for Shrek.
Yeah, like, oh my god.
Isn't that wild?
And then we're going to get Shrek 5 soon.
Shrek 5 is coming next year.
Yeah, which is going to be crazy.
Right, and hopefully maybe one of our episodes ranging this series will come out. The fidget toy. Hold on.
This one kind of freaks me out. I kind of hate it.
If you can see, it is Shrek, but like with octopus.
Yeah, Shrek
legs.
head with octopus legs.
I'll hold on. I'm rubbing it on the mic now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I bet that sounds really good. Anyways, yeah, so Shrek 5 is coming out next year. I have high hopes for it. I also just really love that Cameron Diaz came back, basically for that, but also for her little Jamie Foxx movie. I don't know if you saw that.
No,
but
I didn't.
Anyways, I love Cameron Diaz and the other people in that cast. I hope they just like do something better than Shrek Forever After, because to me that was stupid.
No, Shrek Forever After, I think, erases... Okay, this is, like, me getting into the character arc of Shrek, but, like, it erases...
And we're into it. Like, come on, let's get there.
It erases, like, the character arc from, like, the last two movies. And I'm like, literally, what is the point of this? Because it's him, like, being a boomer dad, basically. And being like, I hate my family, and, like, I need to, like, get rid of them for, like, a day, because I'm a man, and I hate, like... You know, having a family and caring, like, wife. Like, oh, I hate that. So, like, I just, like, that's erasing so much of Shrek's character.
That was the entire thing that he did in Shrek the Third.
Yeah, like, why are we rehashing this?
Right.
Like, also, sorry, I like Shrek the Third more than 4. I know that's a apparently controversial opinion online.
No, Shrek the Third is so much better than 4. Holy shit. Who are those people?
Oh, like, I really like him, but normally I really like him. He does, like, movie reviews, but he, like, hates Shrek the Third, but, like, prefers Shrek the Fourth over it.
Who? Name him. Dox him.
Schaefer Ellis. I like Schaefer Ellis normally. I really do. It's just, that's like...
Well, Schaefer Ellis, fuck you. I love Shrek the Third.
He has a good Megamind video.
Because Shrek the Third has fucking... I don't really care about Arthur because Justin Timberlake sucks ass.
Yeah.
But Prince Charming being gay with his little theater troupe and the evil people, and then the baby dreams, and then the tea party scene with Gingy, and then... Oh, ship, lollipop,
also,
it's
like,
a sweet trip. Barracuda, shut the fuck up. I don't care about your opinion, Schaefer Ella. I don't care.
We are talking about Shrek.
We were talking about
the original
Shrek 1.
Shrek.
This is another series because obviously, if you can't tell by all of the things, if you're watching visually, all of the things that I put up here, as well as us like committing with the costumes and my Shrek doll and my Shrek fidget toy. I fucking love Shrek. So does Priscilla.
Yep. Big Shrek fans over here.
We love the musical. I've been in the musical twice.
As Gingy
both times.
Yep. Big Gingy
I have a
fan.
Shrek tattoo. It's a Gingy tattoo.
But that's
foot. But foot warning, trigger warning.
I'm sure some people are enjoying
that. I'm sure they are. And if I just flash my underwear, please blur that out, Wyatt. Please blur that out, Wyatt. But very, like, crude and crass of me in Shrek style.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about it. Shrek is so fucking good. Won't you take me to funkin' now? I can't sing because I lost my voice again.
That's okay.
And that's really going to depress me because we did watch Shrek the Musical.
Yes.
And whenever I tell people that Shrek the Musical exists, they always get so like, what?
They're always weird about it.
They're always like, what? There's no way that's good. Dude.
It's Shrek.
Number 1 is Shrek, so it can't really be bad. Number 2, Shrek has a lot of singing in it in the actual first movie. They have a lot of singing. They have a lot of good soundtrack picks.
Yeah.
So, like, there is a musical theme, even though the songs are different in the musical. And 3, The songs are fucking fantastic in Shrek the Musical. Like, it is so... I don't know who composed it, but they're so good. They're so good.
But also, like, Shrek has basically changed, like, certain songs so that it's the Shrek song.
Right.
Like,
I'm a Believer.
Yeah, starting off with, like...
All-Star.
Yeah, All-Star. Like, that All-Star is now seen as, like, the Shrek song.
Right.
Accidentally in Love is seen as, like, the Shrek... Like, Waiting Out for a Hero, like, all those songs are now deemed as, like, Shrek songs.
Yeah.
So, like, get the fuck out of my face with, like, being surprised that there's Shrek the Musical.
Yeah, I know.
But if you haven't seen Shrek...
if you haven't seen Shrek.
What
the fuck are you doing? You're 24 years late.
But if you've never seen it, go watch it. This is one of those I'm gonna be like, you should go watch it at some point. It's fantastic.
It doesn't really feel outdated to me. The animation maybe, but
even
still...
then...
Yeah.
I was gonna say something about that. The fact that, like, Shrek, looking back on it now, the characters are not, like, pretty. They aren't, like, spick and span, like, the way that a lot of, like...
Right.
A lot of stuff is sanitized now visually to be, like, oh, it has to be, like, picture perfect looking. So, like, the fact that this whole movie, the characters look... fucking ugly. I'm sorry, they look ugly.
They do.
These character designs are fucking ugly.
Except for Fiona.
No, Fiona's still
She's so
gorgeous. She's
pretty.
Cameron Diaz. Like, come on.
She's so
but, like,
pretty.
Shrek is not, beautiful, but it still became so popular. Like, this still had such a, like, hold on a generation, and it still has a hold on a generation. But, like, these characters are not, like, ooh, like, perfect designs, like, character designs, like, look, they have to be pretty and they have to look like this, but, like, I'm like, no, like, Shrek needs to be a little ugly, because, like, that's good.
Yeah,
I
like how choppy it is. It reminds me of old DreamWorks. It's really, it's stylistically, I don't know, it just feels nostalgic when I look at it, like, I feel nostalgic when I look at it, because it reminds me of how, even though it's not perfect, the story there is so good. Like, I don't know. I just watched Shrek and I'm like, damn. I've, like, it is not, it just rings true every time. Every time the story, the message rings true, in both the musical and the movie. Yeah. And, yeah, I love it.
And, like, I was gonna say that, like, even though Shrek isn't visually attractive, he's hot because of how many hobbies he has. Right. He's in the beginning sequence of Shrek, if you haven't seen it.
Beginning sequence, one of the best beginning sequences ever.
Yes, like, especially for a character introduction, it's perfect. Right. It's perfect for this main character.
You've never seen a better way. Well, there are some. Chicken Little.
Oh, Chicken Little is really good.
Fantastic beginning sequence. But...
for Shrek.
Chicken Little, both of them do a great job at introducing this character and how he acts and what he is like. Yeah.
It's like starting off the story, because the thing about Shrek is that it's supposed to be a parody of Disney movies, because, like, there was some beef going on with the director of Shrek, because he originally worked at Disney, but got fired. Oh, you don't know this? He wanted to cut out part of Your World from Little Mermaid.
Why?
He didn't like the song. Oh. But people really fought against him on that, and then they ended up
I would have fought against him on that.
Yeah, no, which I think that was a good decision.
Part of Your World is so good.
But he ended up working for DreamWorks, and he, like, based he based Farquaad, which is supposed to be a pun, because it's the closest that they could get to fuckwad.
Oh.
That's where his name comes from. Also, I'm dressed up as said fuckwad.
As fuckwad.
But so, like, so starting off the story, because it's, like, a parody of Disney films, starting it off with the, like, fairy tale reading from, like, you know, Shrek narrating it, and then he rips it off and uses it as toilet paper, like, out of the book. That's funny as fuck, and also shows what kind of movie this is about to be. Like, even just within, like, the first minute. Perfect. And then he busts out of his outhouse after wiping his ass with the fairy tale, and then goes about his hobbies, which makes him hot, because it's art. He paints his, like, ogre signs. Yes. He, like, swims.
He's swimming in the mud.
Yes, like...
He's a really good chef.
He is a really good cook.
He cooks, like, whenever he sits down for his, like, food at the table, he has, like, a whole feast out there. He made a fucking martini, too, with that little eyeball.
Well, you know, Baby isn't getting that big.
Right.
Feast.
Oh, my God. I loved that part.
Yeah, like...
I was like...
But... I just also think that shows that, like, even though Shrek is alone, he is lonely, but he does enjoy his own company. Like, he's not just, like, he's not wallowing in, like, self-hatred all the time.
Right.
He has found ways to, like, you know, be productive and, like, enjoy his time. Yeah. But, like, it is still, like, a facade in a way, because he's, like, trying to fill up his time, so he doesn't realize how lonely he is. Yeah. Not to, like, psychoanalyze Shrek, but, like...
No, we're psychoanalyzing
No, we're gonna psychoanalyze him. But, yeah, so then, like, the mob comes and tries to beat him up or kill him.
And he's like, boo.
Yeah. Which, like, he just scares them off. He doesn't hurt them.
Right.
He just wants to be left alone. He just doesn't want to deal with people.
Like, he wants to build him a wall.
Yeah.
Which...
We rewatched...
We watched the musical.
Yeah, and he has a whole song about building a wall.
Called Building a Wall. But that was too funny given that...
It was way before...
It was way before Mr. President.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, moving on. We're talking about fantasy.
And
the
gay song Freak Flag comes right after it. So don't worry. Don't worry, folks. Yeah. Watch the musical and you'll understand that it is so much more than the Build a Wall song. Mm-hmm. Okay, so after the mob happens, they have the fairy tale creatures. Yeah. They showed them being put in, like, the cages and things.
So basically, Fuckwad is having it where if you bring a fairy tale creature, you get paid. Mm-hmm. So it's basically like fascism. Yes. Because he's inciting these people.
Scaring them.
Yeah, he's literally inciting these people to turn in their neighbors. Right. Because Peter Pan,
the Bolsheviks.
You noticed this, right?
Which part?
While the people are lining up to give, like, their creatures or whatever, Peter Pan is selling Tinkerbell.
I did not see that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Peter
That's
Pan
crazy.
is right behind Donkey. Donkey is getting sold by his, like, owner because Donkey can talk, so he counts as a fairy tale creature. Right. Right behind him in line, Peter fucking Pan is holding up Tinkerbell, and she's, like, at the cave. That's why he starts flying. Because...
because she busts out. Yeah.
But it's literally Peter Pan. That's why he goes... He can fly, and he does the stance of Peter Pan.
Oh my God, that's sick and nasty and twisted.
Fucking little brat.
Right.
You fucking little brat.
What are you gonna buy with that money that you just sold your fucking, like, almost girlfriend for?
Cocaine. That's his new pixie dust.
Ketamine.
Yeah. Tinkerbell's not enough anymore. It's not enough.
He's fiending for that crack. Yeah.
But, like... I just think it's
Keeps
funny.
You young.
Because, like, later on, you see Captain Hook in the third movie. So it's like, oh, yeah, these are still, like, characters with
Peter's in it in another point, too.
Is he?
But, yeah, I do know that he shows up a lot in the musical. Yes. He was in the Fairy Tale
Creatures. He did not sell Tinkerbell in the
No,
musical.
he didn't. All they did was just, like, have their little bags, and they did Freak Flag and Story of My Life. So.
Yeah, that's about it.
Story of My Life. Yeah.
Always down the trail.
Such a good song. Anyway, so yeah, they're in their cages, and then we meet Donkey, and he's so silly and funny, and he flies for a little bit, but then he runs into Shrek, and he's like, you gotta save me, pal. And then Shrek's like, get the fuck away from me, you freak. And then obviously, the Shrek scares the guards away, and Donkey just, like, starts following him, and he's like, you're gonna be my friend. You're coming home with me. And, and then they go back to his swamp, and then that night, they find all of the fairy tale creatures have, like, been banished to the swamp grounds.
So they basically designated Shrek's swamp as, like, the reservation for the... fairy tale creatures, which I'm like, like, rewatching this as an adult, I'm like, like, that's
very adult problems and sayings and phrases and dialogue in this movie. Like, I know you probably already know this if you've seen Shrek before, but go ahead and watch it one more time, because I knew that obviously. I've seen it before. Mm-hmm. But then I watched it again, and every time you find something new that's, like, even nastier than before.
You're like, oh.
Because you said you noticed something new, which we'll get to in a little bit. And then I definitely noticed several new things. It's so funny.
Can I get a little nasty real quick?
Yeah, sure.
So before the fairy tale creatures get there, I wrote this line down. So Shrek is talking about how he likes his solitude and stuff. I like to be alone. I can't do the Scottish accent.
Okay. We forgive you.
So Shrek.
Better out than I always say. I can't do it either.
Shrek is like, I like to be alone. And Donkey's like, I like my solitude too. And you know that awkward silence when someone just won't get out of your face and then it's like really quiet for a second. And he's like, can I stay with you? I have had that moment in real life where I was on the side of Shrek. Mm-hmm. So...
But you were doing something?
No, it was after.
Oh.
So, I had, like, really bad moment with a guy, and afterwards, he, like, just kept talking, and I was trying to get him out, and at one point, he goes, man, yeah, like, you know how some people just, like, won't stop talking, just, like, won't shut the fuck up? And I remember looking at him, and, like, completely silent, like, not saying anything, just, like, so say the line.
You know how people, like, just, like, won't shut the fuck up ever?
Internally, and my mind was like, yes, you! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! But... Vannah, you're gonna have to hold my hand during this. So, I get him to leave. Uh-huh. This might have to get cut out. Wyatt, this might have to get cut out. We'll decide after. You will decide after. I get the guy to leave. Mm-hmm. I go back to my bed, because I'm tired, and it's nighttime. I look at my sheets.
Oh, I know this.
You know this.
This is so Shrek coded.
No, that's why I'm like, this will be perfect, because this is literally connected to that line. I looked at my sheets, and there was a streak of shit from this man on my sheets. And I thought I like...
Better out than in, I always say.
But yeah, so in that moment, I was like, man...
He literally he saw you calculating those words in your mind. And he took his shit. I know he just dragged it out. He just took that shit.
They were chunks.
Oh.
They were bits. And then the next day, he had the audacity to message me. And be like, I can't wait to meet up with you again. I'm like, babe, no.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so I'm just saying I had a Shrek moment. And I never thought I would be Shrek in any scenario. And a donkey and Shrek dynamic.
Really?
You don't think? I just feel like I'm such a donkey.
I feel like...
Because I'm such an ass.
You're Shrek in the Shrek is love, Shrek is life situation.
Yeah?
You're coming through my window and you're pegging me.
How about Patreon? We'll
recreate Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh, I forgot to even say for my audio listeners, so like Priscilla's dressed as Farquaad. I'm dressed as Shrek / like Shrek Maiden. I don't know. But I'm
Shrek Maiden.
I need you to put a side by side of the grandpa who ate paint. And there is also a meme out there that I may just send it to you. It's the grandpa who ate paint, and then next to him is Shrek's asshole. And that is what I wanted to give for this episode. Okay, back to the plot. Giving. Thank you so much. Okay, so
all the creatures are on Shrek Swamp.
Right, they're on Swamp. They figure out that, Shrek figures out that Farquaad has banished the creatures to his swamp, so he decides he wants to go see Farquaad to tell him off and be like, this is my fucking swamp, you know?
Yeah.
And that he needs to give him his deed back, whatever. So he goes to Duloc.
Duloc.
And is that whenever Donkey's like, I'm making waffles?
No, that's when Donkey first gets to
okay.
Shrek's place, because he jumps into Shrek's like recliner.
Oh, okay.
No,
I love that line.
But
I'm making waffles. Every time I make waffles, I think about that.
Yeah?
I'm making waffles.
Anyway. On the way up is when Shrek makes the joke where he's like, it's like, don't you think that like castle's too much? You think he might be compensating
or something?
And Donkey's literally like, huh? And he's like, never mind. Like, fuck you. Like,
Donkey wouldn't know it because Donkey got a giant donkey dick.
Yeah, donkeys actually have like, I thought it was an extra leg one time. Like, we were driving a donkey.
Not only do they have a real donkey dick in real life, we can confirm that, but we know this canonically that Donkey has a huge dick, because otherwise, how did he get Dragon pregnant? Think about that.
You can get someone pregnant with a small dick. He might just crawl in there.
Oh, he definitely has to crawl in there, but like
I'm thinking it's like vagina-vor kind of thing.
But I think...
Vagina.
Like that scene in The Boys, where he crawls in his...
Yes, but instead, it's Donkey impregnating.
Don't look that up! Don't look that up! Don't look that up! Sorry.
I'll search it up. I'm wondering if there is dragon pussy-vor porn.
I don't
Shrek.
know. Anyways, we're moving on.
Sorry,
I don't want to fucking talk about this. I don't want to fucking talk about this. I don't know why I brought it up. I knew what hole that was going down, literally,
then
physically.
the Duloc dancers.
Duloc is. Oh, shine your shoes, wipe your face. So funny.
Yeah, it's cute. So Duloc is supposed to be Disney.
Right.
It's supposed to be Disneyland.
And it's making fun of Small World, which is the worst ride. I don't care what you motherfucking Disney bitches say. Like,
it's actually awful.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
It feels weird.
Yeah.
Going on.
And yeah, when we did Shrek the Musical at my school, it was really funny for the Duloc dancers, because they were constantly, they were fairy tale creatures too.
Oh.
So they had to do a quick change. And they had these ugly ass wigs and these ugly ass like little slippers and little aprons, coveralls, whatever, and they would just like fly off every singular show. It was either a boot was flying off or a wig was flying off or whatever, because our choreographer was Queen and she like did a really complicated routine, which we loved.
Yeah.
But they were just struggling to keep them damn shoes on.
Were you a Duloc dancer?
No.
Okay.
I loved it like from afar. I couldn't. Okay. I was not talented.
You're an admirer.
I was not talented enough. They always said it was because I was gingy, so I did have the muffin scene right after that, but still it was because I can't dance. I don't dance.
Not
so yeah.
Chance.
Anyways, yeah. Duloc scene, love that.
So Farquaad is hosting a
tournament.
Yeah, like a battle royale basically with the knights to see who will have the privilege of saving Princess Fiona.
Mm-hmm.
But then Shrek comes in, beats the shit out of all of them with bad reputation playing, which is beautiful, amazing scene, awesome. It's so fucking badass. It's like wrestler.
Such a good one.
It's literally like WWE, but like fantasy. Like there's an old lady in the stands going, "Give him the chair," and I'm like, I love you. Like I would be.
They know which audience they're playing to. Like they're playing to funny little silly lads the children, they just don't fucking get it. Even if I was a kid and I watched this shit and I knew I loved Shrek then, I didn't love Shrek then like I love Shrek now. Like
Shrek was for the adults a little
bit. It definitely was. It 100% was. I would say it was more for the adults than it was for the kids.
Because like my dad references Shrek.
Yeah.
Specifically the scene when he takes his helmet off.
Right.
Because my dad will do the face that Shrek does, and I remember like at one point like, what is that? What are you doing when you do that? He's like, the Shrek face.
You don't know?
Yeah, he's like, when he takes off his helmet, I'm like, what an odd reference to be making daily. Like literally, like at least every other day he'd go and do the face, and I'm like, I don't know what this is, and he's like, Shrek. Shrek? Like, oh, okay.
Me and Priscilla have had several conversations at this point now how we both feel like
our dads are the
same person, and they also, I feel like Shrek reminds me of my dad.
Shrek doesn't remind me of my dad.
But the watching the movie Shrek.
No, that does. Like, Shrek is very dad-coded to me.
Right.
Just like Supernatural was for us.
Right.
We
skipped over the actual, like, Muffin Man scene.
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
Picking Fiona. So, I love the Muffin Man scene because, I was gingy twice. I kind of have to, right? But, that, to me, is such a good scene because of Thelonious. the guard,
is hilarious.
Thelonious. Yeah, the guard is really funny. And then the mirror is so funny, like with the whole bachelorette, the bachelorette moment, or the game, the love, what's it called?
It was like, choose your wife, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's like a dating game. The dating game. Parody. That is too funny. And so much so that they don't normally, I feel like, keep line for lines in musicals like that, but like they genuinely did.
Mm. There were a lot of scenes that they did line.
Kept,
I was like, that's, honestly, I prefer that.
So
for
good.
Shrek.
So good.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna do my Gingy voice for you guys whenever we plan to do this episode, but because I've lost my voice, I can't do it now. So I'll just have to do it another time. But yeah.
But we can, I don't know, insert it here or something.
Whenever I get my voice back, I'll send a recording to Wyatt. I'll be like, okay, here you go.
But yeah, so like Thelonious, honestly, really funny character. I like the fact that like he only has like a few moments, but like those moments are so precious to me.
Right.
Like there's the scene where the magic mirror comes out, and the magic mirror is like, you're literally not a king, Lord Farquaad, because you don't have a queen, so therefore this is not a kingdom. And Lord Farquaad just goes, Thelonious raises up a mirror and just punches it.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, I mean, you're not a king yet. Like, yet. Like, give me a second. And then when they're trying to choose what princess to choose, this part's so fun. Like, everyone's going 1, 2, or 3, because there's only 3 princesses, and Thelonious is going 3.
Number 3.
But he's raising
Number
up
3.
4.
No, I thought he was doing a 2.
Oh, in the musical he goes 4. There is no 4.
There is no 4. But in the movie,
he's
holding up a 2,
but he's saying 3.
3.
Which is so funny. Again, only shows up a few times.
Fucking
but he's
himbo.
so silly little man.
I know he's sexy.
But yeah, so
there.
back to when Reputation,
Bad Reputation, and then he gets picked to do go on the quest, and that's it.
But so that's when we have
sing a song, yes, a travel song when you gotta go somewhere.
But Shrek, that's when he does the onion thing, which like a lot of people know the line too, where it's like, ogres are like onions. It's like
they have layers.
It's like, because they make you cry? No. It's like they get
because they stink?
Yes, they stink? No. That's so funny, because like I just like that Donkey keeps going. He won't just stop and let Shrek say what it is. He's just like, because they stink. Oh, no, because they have, like, little brown hairs.
That's improv. Yes, and. Come on.
I just think it's silly. Like, I love Donkey.
Donkey is an improv king. Would love to have had more Donkey scenes. I want Donkey backstory. Really? I want the Donkey backstory.
Well, I did search up what Donkey is based off of, fairy tale wise.
What?
Because I was trying to find a talking ass fairy tale. Mm-hmm. And the one that I found was
it's me.
that
my ass.
Yep, it's your ass.
It talks.
It was set. It said Vannah's ass be chatting, be yapping, and that's who we based it off of.
It says I'm fat. No,
I'm fat. I'm juicy. I'm thick.
It says gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me. Can we cut that out? I'm sorry.
To?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say that it's not anywhere close to the Donkey that we have. Like, at all. It's about a prince that his mom gives birth, and he comes out as a donkey. But he can talk.
This is just like Wicked.
Yeah.
Which is in the musical.
Yes, they do make a Wicked reference in it. But it's about a prince that, like, he is a donkey, but it turns out it's just, like, a skin that he wears, but he can take it off. But he, like, gets really good at, like, playing the lute and stuff, and then he, like, convinces the king to let him marry his, like, princess.
I feel like this is so familiar.
Yeah, but it's not even, like, close to the donkey that we have, unless, like, they randomly decide, like, in the 5th movie, Donkey's actually a prince this whole time, which I'd be like, whoa, motherfucker.
I don't know, but
I
do want more donkey stuff in the next one. I feel like they're probably going to do that because they're so Shrek focused.
You have to be careful with Donkey.
Why?
Because if you have too much, he can be a little annoying.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think the first movie makes sure that they balance it out enough.
Yeah.
With, like, good, genuine moments with Donkey, and then, like, the annoying, like, funny moments with Donkey. Like, I feel like they balance it out enough. Because later on, we get a lot of Donkey. Like, Shrek the Third, we get a lot of Donkey.
We do. It does get a little tiring.
Yeah, but sometimes.
I think that, I don't know, maybe I'm just so charmed by him in the musical.
No, that's valid. The actor in the musical is fantastic. Like, he does a great job. And he has some of the best songs.
Him and his swag with Dragon, like, duh. Okay, but anyways, moving on. So they're traveling. We also, in the musical, get the backstory for Fiona. Yeah. And I love this lore. I think it's so good. Or, like, I love that song. I Know It's Today. Girl, my sopranos right now are screaming. Okay, hey girls, hey my theater kids. We know we all wanted to be Fiona. None of us got it, right? So yeah, love that song. Love Sutton. Actually, I'm backing up.
You like Sutton Foster as Fiona.
I love Sutton Foster as Fiona.
Yeah.
I love Sutton Foster as Thoroughly Modern Millie. I love Sutton Foster as several things.
As an actor.
As an actress. As a person.
As a performer.
We now, maybe, I don't know.
Iffy.
Iffy, yeah.
Haven't gotten full confirmation yet, but pretty sure.
I did see her in concert a few years ago.
Did you really?
I did. I loved it.
That's
she did not perform a Shrek song, even though I so badly wanted her to perform the bonus track, More to the Story. It's a great song. Damn. I don't know if you've heard that one, but it's so good. Anyways, so we get this backstory about Fiona and like how she's been in the tower for so long. How old do you think Fiona is?
I got confirmation on that.
You did? Well, how old is she?
They're both in their 30s.
Oh, okay.
Shrek and Fiona. So I'm like, God fucking damn, imagine being in that tower
for 30 years.
For 30 years. Or around 20, because she goes there when she's around 10. Yeah. But like, oh my God. Oh, that sounds awful. That's terrible.
I don't know. You just give me a Nintendo Switch and Stardew Valley and I'm good.
Bitch, she doesn't even have books up there. You saw that?
She does have books.
Not in the castle.
Cut the stories, cut the Bambi.
No, I'm talking about canon, Shrek, actual real Shrek.
The movie, yeah,
the real. But,
no, I would go fucking psycho crazy. Yeah. That's why she's like, "Are you there, God?" Yeah.
That's
she's not even crazy enough in the movie. Like, I need her to be crazier. That's why like Sutton Foster was like,
yeah, she's going she's going stir crazy.
Right.
But during the montage in the movie Shrek, they are montaging, showing that they're like traveling a lot.
Right.
There is a part. This is the part that I did not remember happening when I had to rewatch it. What? I was telling Vannah when we were watching it, I was like, you gotta keep an eye out for something, because this is fucking crazy.
Dick. They show donkey dick.
No, they did not. But there's a part where Shrek is, like, trying to put out a fire, and he catches on fire, and Donkey fully pisses. You see
like,
stream.
hikes up his damn leg, stream comes
full
out.
Yellow, golden stream.
Drink some more water.
Like... And I was like, they animated that in a kids movie.
Nothing is for the children in this movie. Nothing is for the children.
But like, I know kids would be like, haha, pee, but I'm like, full stream? You're showing full stream on screen?
Right.
Full stream on screen is crazy. Like,
Class!
But yeah, I just remember being like thrown off by that. That's like the only important part in the montage is that to me.
No,
I'm like,
I think it was really funny, and that whole montage is really cute. Okay, so we get to the castle.
Yes.
We get to them crossing the bridge. Donkey's scared of heights. Blah blah blah. And then I was like, does anything? I'm just gonna skip right to Dragon because fucking love Dragon. She's so awesome.
Dragon's cunty.
She is the cuntiest bitch ever. We love her, and she bagged her man like that. Like, she knew exactly
what she wanted,
how she wanted to be spoken to. And she got him. Truly.
I do like her little... She does a little, like, prance.
She does a little prance.
When she like, grabs him.
I never noticed how much she moves her arms.
Yeah.
Like, I never really did. I thought she always kind of, like, crawled. But she walks, like, upwards. Yeah. Like, on 2 feet.
She'll do, like, a little...
And her little lips. Like, girl, what lip stain do you use? Like, what lip liner? Anastasia Beverly Hills? Like, mama.
So, have you heard the theory
far away. What?
With Dragon?
What's the theory?
There's a fan theory. I'm not subscribing to this. I'm just saying there is a fan theory, and I'm letting the audience know what it is. Just so people don't jump down my throat like, that's fucking stupid. And I'm like, okay, it's not mine. It's not my theory. Mm-hmm. People think that Dragon is a princess.
Yeah, I can see that.
But they think that, like, she stayed a dragon for too long. So even when she did find Donkey, like, there was no transformation.
So, like, Fantastic Beasts.
Oh.
And Nagini.
But yeah, some people think that she is a princess. Which,
I love that.
I don't.
Yes, queen.
I don't know if because they think that she's the one that Shrek is reading about in the beginning. Because the way it's, like, done, because they don't ever show ogre Fiona in that, and also it's not a redhead in the book that he's reading in the beginning.
Okay.
She's blonde.
Okay, so in Shrek 5, let's just hope that it's about Donkey and Dragon and we get Dragon's backstory, because she is too cunty to not talk about.
Yeah.
And Mother.
Also,
times 3.
There's a part when...
Oh!
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
So we get to Dragon, like, Donkey says something about her. He's like, oh my gosh, your teeth are so white and beautiful and bleached and, like, gorge. And she's like... Marry me now. Yes, bae. And then Fiona and Shrek, they're meeting for the first time, whatever. And then Shrek comes back to get Donkey, and Donkey is in her, like, her grips.
Yeah, her tail is literally
wrapped around him. And Donkey is talking about his
personal tail. Hey, don't tear. And he goes, don't tear it off now. And we don't see what Dragon is messing with, but she's like, her head is down near Donkey's lower regions.
Right.
And you just hear him go, whoo, like, careful now. That's my personal tail.
And
that is my tail.
He's talking about, like, how he doesn't want to get, like, so physical so soon and whatever. I was like... How do we just ignore this? Like, how did I miss this when I was a child?
Globbing him down.
No, genuinely, donkey dick.
Like, she is. Oh my god!
She got some DSLs for sure.
But I'd be worried about her teeth.
Donkey sucking lips, DDSLs.
That was pretty good. I'd just be worried about her teeth.
Why?
Because what if they scrape? Like, oh.
Well, clearly they got through it. Clearly they maneuvered.
His tail is gone. But yeah, so...
Clearly she got pregnant. Something happened. Yeah, I don't know.
They had fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shrek and Fiona meeting for the first time. She's like, oh, why are you not making out with me and, like, doing poetry? And he's like, we gotta go. We gotta leave, bitch. Right. Like, get the fuck up. Let's go.
And then he throws her on his shoulder. Well, whenever they get out of the castle.
But yeah, so, like, they have to run away. This part makes me sad.
Dragon. She was so sweet.
They trap Dragon by, like, having like, it's like a chandelier, I think, or something. And, like, they trap her, and she, like, at first screams or does, like, her roar, and then she kind of does, like, a and she looks so sad because she just wanted to be with Donkey,
right?
And eat Shrek, but, like, I get it.
And eat him.
What else is there to eat over there? They're, like, in a volcano.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then
she's starving. Give her some dick and some food. Damn.
Come on.
That's all we ask for.
Like, she just wants some conjugal visits. Right. Like, damn. But then so Shrek and Fiona are like, we made it, cool, and she's like,
and he reveals that she's a. He reveals that he's an ogre and takes off his helmet
and does the thing that my dad does.
Because she wants him, and it goes how many times have I done that face? Probably 5. So, and then she's like, I'm gonna wait for Farquaad to come get me, and they start making size jokes, whatever.
Wait. But there's the part where she's like, tell Farquaad to come and get me. He's like, I'm not a messenger boy. I'm a delivery boy. And he does this thing. Shrek is sometimes hot. Don't come after me on this. But he literally bows down and is like, I'm ready to fucking grab her. Right. And she's like, you wouldn't. And he literally grabs her and chucks her over his shoulder, and they start going on their little journey.
I would agree with you if I didn't previously say that he reminds me of my dad. So I'm gonna refrain from saying shit like that.
I have something to tell you, Vannah.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Whoa. We're not doing that.
No.
We're not doing that. We're not having that conversation. You're not going to be my stepmommy. Go ahead and fuck right off.
Take the step off. And then, yeah. Okay. We'll do that.
Anyway, so he throws her over his shoulder, and it's hot.
Yeah.
It's sexy. Like, do I want a relationship like Shrek and Fiona? Yes. Yes, of course I do. I am a modern woman. Yes. Anyways. I do want them to throw me around. Okay? So yeah, they leave and they go about their journey. They're going to Farquaad.
Yeah, they have the so Fiona freaks out.
Right.
It's like it's getting dark. We have to make camp. And then that's when we get like the most genuine moment with.
Is that before or after the Robin Hood beat up?
That's before. Okay. This is before because then remember Fiona's kind of a bitch the first night.
Right.
But the first night, Shrek is talking to Donkey and is like,
Oh, the moon scene, yeah.
Yeah, and he's talking about how he wants to, like, build a wall.
Who I'd be if you're a musical fan.
Yeah, if you're talking about the musical, he sings
Top
the song.
5 best fucking musical songs ever.
And it's talking about Shrek wanting to, if he wasn't an ogre, what he would try to achieve and, like, the journeys that he wishes that he could go on, but, like, he is an ogre, so he knows that he can never, like, pursue these, like, hobbies that he wants to.
Right.
But in the movie version, he is talking about how, like, as soon as people see him, they immediately judge him.
Right.
And, like, there's nothing that he can do, even if he is a cool person, like, there's nothing that he can get around that.
To change that.
Yeah. But Donkey is immediately, like, when I saw you, I didn't think you were a big, stupid ogre. Like, and Shrek, like, has this little moment where he's like, yeah, I know. And, like, that part always makes me go, sweet. Like, I like that Shrek is having this journey, not only with Fiona. Mm-hmm. I like that it starts with Donkey.
Oh, yeah, it's all about Donkey.
Yeah, like,
I would say most of it is about Donkey and Shrek.
I totally, like, 100%. Mm-hmm. Because I just, like, I feel like in a different movie, they would have focused on the romance being the thing.
Yeah, in Disney.
Yes, in Disney, it would have always been the romance that changes this person. It's not, it's not this platonic love platonic love is, like, fully unconditional. Mm-hmm. So, like, the fact that, like, he is finding a friend that, like, even though the first time Donkey sees him, Shrek is doing something violent, he still sees him as, like, a protector. He doesn't view him as, like, a violent being. He views him as, like, a protector and a friend. And, like, I think that's so important. Also, like, male friendship, like, so they get deep, like, and it's so sweet.
And they're cuddling under the moon, and he's like, teach me, is there a donkey constellation?
Yeah.
And he's like, it's that one. He was annoying.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I see it. That's the moon.
That's the moon.
Like, it's such a cute
Donkey
moment.
Donkey is such a little himbo baby.
Yeah.
And I said it. Yeah. Himbo. He's sexy.
Oh? You're talking about his donkey dick earlier. I see what you mean.
Well, if I can't be attracted to Shrek, I gotta be attracted to one of them,
Fiona?
right? Oh, Fiona, of course. But Fiona reminds me of my mom. Anyways, okay. So we get to Fiona the next day. She apologizes for being mean and whatever. Yeah. And then we start to see the rougher side of Fiona where the
real side
sings, right, the rough and real, rough and ready. Mm-hmm. And she blows up a bird by singing T. And in the musical, Morning Person, oh my God, the most amazing tap number. Better than Millie, Thoroughly Modern Millie. Oh, I said it. Anyways, and then Shrek reacts to all of these things and like, oh, she's like kind of fire, kind of feisty, sexy, you know. And then he feelings start to blossom.
Yeah.
Right. Including in the movie, we see the scene with Robin Hood, which I completely forgot about.
Really?
I did not remember.
I love that
I knew the Merry Men scene happened, but I was like, where is that? Because it's in why did I know it? Because I played the Shrek video game.
Oh.
And I remember when we fought them in the video game. If y'all have never played the Shrek video game on PS2, go ahead and fucking buy you a PS2, buy you the Shrek video game because it is so damn good. I don't know if it's actually Shrek 1 and Shrek 2 combined. I'll maybe insert something here. I'll do some research or whatever. But I remember the Merry Men scene and it was so fun. It was so hard, but it was really, really fun. Yeah.
I just like that while Fiona is very attractive, that's not what makes Shrek attracted to her.
Right.
It's her personality. Because at first he's like, this girl's a fucking bitch. Like, she's so rude. And, like, there's nothing...
Typical.
Yeah, there's nothing about her physically that he's like, oh man, I need to get in that. He's just like, all right, like, come on, let's go. You gotta survive. Oh, you're kind of a bitch to me. I don't like that. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna be doing a job. But then as soon as he sees, like, her actual personality, he's like, dude, she's fucking awesome. Like, she's actually kind of hot. Like,
yeah. No,
and I just like that.
Karate kicking ass bitch.
I'm just happy they didn't go with the, like, oh, I'm ugly, but, like, I'm into this hot girl kind of thing. They were like, he's like, I don't give a shit. Oh, you're kind of cool and you kind of burp and you kind of, like, you know, blow up, like, a snake into a balloon animal. Right. And then, like, that's sick as fuck. Like, you're kind of cool. Like,
fell for her personality.
Yeah, I kind of love that.
Okay, so now we're at the part where Shrek and Fiona fall in love. AKA in the musical where they sing I Think I Got You Beat. And that is the most enemies to lovers coded song I've ever seen. And then they go into a little fart section, which is so haha funny, like XD.
But they fart into each other's butts at one point.
The most romantic thing you could possibly do.
That's so intimate.
Have you ever farted into another butt?
Not on purpose.
Have you ever farted into a mouth? Asking the real question. Wait, this is journalism.
This one I actually gotta think about. I don't think so.
Okay.
Not on purpose. I'm joking. I've never farted into a mouth.
I have. I'm just kidding.
No, I was like, oh shit. Okay, Vannah. Still.
I mean,
who's getting into your swamp?
Right.
Let me know.
You know, I say that they based Shrek Swamp off of something about me.
Yeah? Your swamp ass?
That's the mystery I'll never tell.
Oh? Wow, you're gonna tease us? You're not gonna let us know?
No, we're good. Okay, so then we see this montage in the movie of them being together, and it's so cute. It's so cute. The scene where they're like pushing each other, and then they're making the balloons for each other.
And it's called the song "My Monster and Me." Is that what it's called?
You belong. Oh wait.
It's a monster, something with monster.
Monster, yeah.
But it's like really cute, and it's, like, perfect. It's very early 2000s, like, you know, song playing. It's really sweet, and, like, Donkey starts kind of falling behind, but he sees that they're falling in love, which is very cute.
Right. And then, Make a Move in the musical. So good.
Yes.
So good. With the 3 blind mice. Yeah, and then, what have they got?
We get to the windmill. That's the scene that, like...
The windmill.
They get to that windmill.
Oh, the room.
Yeah. Because they, like, so at the end of the journey, they get to this windmill that you see, like, when Shrek and Donkey are starting their journey. And from there you can see Duloc. So Shrek is like, no, Donkey is telling them, like, oh yeah, like, there's Duloc. We're literally, like, a few hours away. And Fiona's like, oh, we're, like, that close. And Shrek's like, yeah, like, you know, it's right there kind of thing. And you can tell that they're having, like, this little, like, bittersweet moment of, like, getting to know each other, but now they're gonna have to part ways. And Fiona's just like, Donkey, I'm scared he seems sick. Oh my goodness. And Shrek's like, yeah, you look like you're, like, really sick. And Donkey's like, what? I feel fine. She's like, well, you say that, and then you're on your back, and you're dead. And Donkey's like, oh my god, you're right. Holy shit, yeah, we should stop. Like, they're just gaslighting this poor guy. Being like, we want to, like, hang out and do goo-goo guys at each other still, so you're about to die.
Right.
Did you know that? You're about to die? Oh my god, you're about to die. We gotta stop right now.
I mean, that's the true role of the wingman, right?
Yeah, he's got to.
That reminds me of the scene earlier whenever Fiona tells him to go get the flour.
Yeah.
And this is so Winston from New Girl coded. She's like, he's like, blue flower, red thorns, blue flower, red thorns, blue flower. God, that'd be so much easier if I'm not colorblind. Oh, God. Winston freaking Bishop, I love your work. Like, he walked. Donkey walked so Winston Bishop could run. I love that scene.
But, like, that's when Shrek has an arrow in his butt. This was, like, a little earlier, and, like, Fiona's trying to pull it out. I like that because Shrek was just gonna push through by, like, just having an arrow in his ass. Yeah. But, like, Fiona kind of forces him to, like, go through the pain of, like, getting it out. Like, being healthier. Which I'm like, yeah, she's, like, teaching him to be vulnerable. Like, this is such a good moment to show that. Like, this is great. But, yeah, so, back to the windmill. Because that's how I think about that scene, or that sequence, is the windmill. Is, like, this, you know, them, like, kind of confronting the fact that they're having feelings for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shrek makes these field rats that look so good. Because he does it, like, on a rotisserie stick.
Yeah.
And, like, the way Fiona bites into it, I'm like, oh, I want that so bad. Like, that seems
you
so
want some
tasty.
Snuthers?
Yeah, maybe not Snuthers. I do like gizzards normally.
I want some Snuthers.
But also, squirrels don't have gizzards. So what the fuck is he talking about?
What is a gizzard?
It's
the thing on the turkey.
It's specifically where, like, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, I'm pretty sure that's where the rock goes in, like, birds. That's how they, you know what I'm talking about?
Rock?
Like, chickens will swallow rocks to, like, break up their food.
What the fuck?
And I'm pretty sure that's what the gizzard is.
Oh my god, that makes me hate chickens even more. I hate them so bad.
Whoa,
No,
I'm a chicken lover.
I don't like
crazy.
chicken. The only chickens I like are on my Stardew Valley farm. Those are the only chickens I like.
Oh, I like chickens.
No.
I think they're cute.
I like to eat them.
Oh.
And I like them on my Stardew Valley farm.
I like to eat them. I like to pet them. I like to do all these things. Chickens are cute. But, so, just delicious. And then she's like, man, like, I guess I'm going to be eating differently.
Right.
You know, tomorrow night. And Shrek, this is so cute when he's just like, you know, if you ever want to, you can come by the swamp and I'll cook you whatever you want. Because he wants to just, like, give her something. Because he wants to be
a trad wife.
Yeah, for her,
trad husband.
Yes. Like, he will be a male wife for her so quick. But, like, and it's just, like, a sweet, like, that would be nice.
Really cute.
It's really cute. Like, he's opening up his swamp to her.
He didn't do that before. He wanted to build a wall before, remember?
Yeah, and now he's like, I'll cook you whatever you want. Right. And, like, again, like, a man that can cook.
Throw you on my shoulder anytime you want.
But then, like, Donkey's like, obviously, like, bro, you gotta get in there. Like, what are you doing? Like, come on.
You know, like how I did with Dragon. Like, I got in there.
Yeah,
like, physically.
She was in him. Like,
with his special tail.
Yeah, so Donkey's trying to push him to, like, admit that he's totally into Fiona, obviously, because, like, he's in love.
Words fail in the musical. Keep up.
Dear Evan Hansen, you motherfuckers, try to steal that line from Shrek. It will always be Shrek.
You never do it the way the Shrek musical did it.
Words fail, that is Shrek.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
How will she know how I feel when words fail? I fail too.
Can we talk about how... First off, I relate to Shrek in this moment, because I'm also Rizless. But the part in the musical, when he's singing Words Fail, he does the thing where he's like, look, the moon is out tonight. Yeah. You remind me of the moon, because it's also pretty and big.
Obviously, you're not fat.
I'm like, oh.
Sorry about that fat thing. Like, if this doesn't entice you to watch the musical, please
you need
watch the
please.
musical. Brian Darcy James is also so good as Shrek. Like, he's so good. And, yeah.
Like, Shrek reminds me of me when I was, like, when I wasn't, partnered up. But back in the day when I fist bumped someone. No, I shook their hand after a date. Because I was too nervous to kiss them. So I literally, like, we're in the car, and I was like, that was a really good date. And I ran full speed out of the car.
That's honestly worse than farting at each other.
I still got another date after that with that person. I got a few dates.
You could say you're Rizless, but you got all the
I also fist bumped someone after our first hookup. I went,
hell yeah.
Well, real nice meeting you. And I like to run full speed for my dates.
I typically do that right before, I eat ass.
Run towards them.
I fist bump them.
The asshole?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, like, then it's like, boop,
right.
And then you get in there.
I like a fist bump, like moose knuckles. You know?
See, I like to do
knuckles on knuckles.
I like to do a little tip of the hat and go, my lady, and then get
greet her right before.
Yeah, you gotta, some greetings. What a wondrous night this
Hello,
is.
princess.
Also, I don't care what gender you are. Your butthole is a girl, and I will be greeting her as such.
That's a strong opinion.
Because I'm going, my lady, and then I'm getting in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's because of it. They become a girl whenever you.
Yeah. Because I am a gentleman in this case, and I am tipping my hat giving you a howdy do, and then I'm
Priscilla's
getting in
the
your
one
do.
performing the gender reassignment surgeries
Yeah,
on the butthole.
All female buttholes. No male ones. There are no male buttholes. Every butthole is a female to me, because they be puckering.
We need to come back to the to that conversation a little bit later.
Yeah.
But right now, let's get to the end of the movie. So, or the story. Period.
Yeah, I've got some.
So we've got whenever Donkey goes in and finds out that Fiona is actually an ogre at night, turned into an ogre. Yeah. Fiona is so beautiful as an ogre.
She's hot.
Like, so beautiful. Even more than Princess Fiona. Like,
yes, I 100% agree.
I want her.
Like, she has these beautiful, like, doe eyes.
Yes, her eyes are so big, and she has, like, very, like, full features. Mm-hmm. Her boobs.
Beautiful.
Great.
They're gorgeous.
Thick.
Like,
body, addy.
Like, I feel like she's so plain as Princess Fiona.
Yeah.
Not that she's ugly, but, like, I just feel like she has more interesting features as Ogre Fiona.
Right.
And, like, because that's the real her. So, like, it's just more attractive to me.
Right.
That, like, this is a real her, like, to me, is, like, a real, this is you.
Right.
This is a, like.
This is me.
Yeah. But, like, she isn't, like, a background character. She is, like, a main character when she's, like, Ogre Fiona, so.
And then Shrek overhears her talking to Donkey, and she's like, who would love an hideous, ugly beast? And he's like, well, fuck my drag, I guess. Yeah. And then walks off and goes and tells Farquaad that, you know, he can have her for all he cares. And then the next morning, Fiona's like, actually, I changed my mind. I do, like, actually want Shrek so bad. Like, I want him. I need him. And then, but it's too late because Shrek, you know, thinks that she doesn't want him. Mm-hmm. And so brings Farquaad back. Farquaad takes Fiona, and then they're, like, beefing or whatever. And then we get, sorry.
Are you going Hallelujah?
Yeah. Then we get Hallelujah.
Hallelujah starts playing in the back. As we're seeing, the fracture within our characters. Shrek in a swamp alone. Donkey having been outcasted by Shrek because he thinks that he had, like, betrayed Shrek. Right. So Shrek has, like, pushed him away. Donkey is, like, wandering off on his own, and Fiona is now trapped in the prison that is the castle. Right. Like, you know, a prison of, like, her own mind. Right. Hallelujah playing. Yeah. Sorry, this moment I wrote down specifically because I thought it was beautiful. It starts, like, you know, we're starting to get to the end of the song, and Fiona is at a long dinner table by herself, eating. And she breaks down crying. She throws her, like, fork down and, like, sobs into her hands. And then we fade. And there is a moment where it is Shrek on the other side of that dinner table also, like, in tears, like, eating. And it's a moment where they're both on, like, separate ends. And I'm like, they didn't need to do that. Right. But they did, and this is so beautiful.
This is what, hey, Swifties, as a former Swiftie, this is what Taylor Swift wanted to do with Tolerate It. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
I don't know shit about that. Don't bring Taylor Swift into my Shrek. This is a safe space. A Shrek space. Right. For me. We're not letting Taylor Swift invade this.
The only thing that I would like to see would be more Taylor Swift song edits to Shrek the movie. I want to see You're on Your Own Kid with Shrek.
But anyway, so
someone edit that.
No Taylor Swift.
No,
here.
You're on Your Own Kid is good. Okay.
Okay, but beautiful moment. I'm like, God, I remember like rewatching it, and I genuinely teared up because I'm like, oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's cinema. That is gorgeous, and like, with Hallelujah playing in the back, like, what are you trying to do to me? Like, this is just, like, such a fantastic moment.
So stunning. That, honestly, Hallelujah, hate to say it, became a Shrek song for me. We were talking about Shrek songs, yeah.
But that does not mean it's a bad song.
No, absolutely not.
Bowling for Soup, right? It is Bowling for Soup.
I have no idea.
Sorry, Smash Mouth. Fuck you guys for not liking being Shrek, a Shrek band. Like, fuck you. Also, one of them's dead, so, like, sorry, RIP.
Yeah, actually, we don't care, because I'm pretty sure they were Republican. Anyways, yeah.
I'm sure. Fuck you, you're Shrek.
Anyways, okay, so after Hallelujah, Donkey and Shrek are beefing. And then Donkey has had this moment or got Dragon back.
Yeah.
Love the OTP back together. And then Donkey tells Shrek that he had heard wrong and that Fiona was talking about herself. And then they go and try and stop the wedding. And then whenever they get there, this is my other favorite Theolonius part.
Yeah.
Whenever he's got the card.
Yes.
So funny. And the priest too, or whatever.
The priest in the movie isn't as funny as the priest in the musical. No, the priest
in the musical is really, really funny.
He's silly.
Shout out to my friend Jalen for playing the priest in the musical. We love you. Yeah, really, really funny, underrated character. And, yeah, we get Shrek barging in and into the wedding and, him confessing his love and, the Brian Darcy James in the musical.
Him singing.
I could cry.
Big, bright, beautiful
world.
I don't know what he sings.
What was the reprise?
I know it's a reprise, but I don't remember what he says.
And he goes, break down a wall and build a spot for two to be with you.
Like,
and Sutton is feeling all the feeling.
I kind of wish we got to have more of a moment like that in the movie. After seeing it in the musical. Because, like, the only thing that we get is, like, Farquaad just going, oh, the ogre has fallen in love with the princess.
You fugly bitch.
Also, the line, wait, I wrote it down. Where is it? It's rude to be alive when no one wants you. And I was like, damn.
Like, ended his shit right then.
But I'm like, that's so relatable. Like, damn, I'm gonna get that tattooed.
It's rude to be alive when no one wants you.
But I'm like, oh, damn, like, I'm sorry, Farquaad, in headcanon, definitely a gay bitch.
Oh, he's gay as hell.
Yeah, and I'm like, he just read him down. Just...
I had them all arrested. Hey,
nanny, no. Also doing a Wicked reference. Okay, gay Farquaad. Oh. But so, beautiful moment. Then she reveals that she is actually an ogre because the sun starts setting. Right. So she has her transformation. Mm-hmm. And I like that, yeah, he's like a little shocked. And he goes like, oh, that explains a lot. But after she like permanently transforms, because he like kisses her and stuff, I like that. I just love this moment where Fiona goes like, I'm supposed to be beautiful. So at the end of the movie, when Fiona becomes like fully transformed and she is in her ogre like form forever, it's permanent. Mm-hmm. She has that like little self-conscious moment where she goes like, well, I'm supposed to be beautiful, and Shrek can't help but gaze at her and go like, but you are beautiful. And I'm like,
need him. It's
just so beautiful that like he can't like, it's almost like he can't help himself but be like, right. What are you talking about? You are beautiful. Mm-hmm. Like, you are the most beautiful thing I've seen.
I love me a thickum. I love me a fatty. I love me.
But so do you headcanon that they don't get married immediately after this? Because that's my headcanon. I give it like a few weeks and then they get married. Because they have
maybe weeks. No, I wouldn't. No,
I don't think
like
I don't
a year
think
or month or whatever.
I don't think like a year, but I think like they have a little bit of time.
Maybe.
Because they have the swamp wedding.
Right.
So I like the idea that they got to spend more time together before they get immediately married.
Yeah.
Because also, beautiful wedding. They had a planet.
Stunning.
It's so cute. Honestly, cottagecore girls, get the fuck out of here. You're not doing it like swamp girls over here.
No, like, am I gonna theme my wedding for Shrek? Maybe.
I can actually see
me doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a Shrek birthday party, so.
But like beautiful like lilies on the like I feel like that'd be gorgeous. Like I could that would fit you. Mm-hmm. I would love that for you.
And there's definitely gonna be karaoke.
Oh, 100%. And they're gonna sing "I'm a Believer" at the end of your wedding, right? To like wrap it up.
What do you think Lord Farquaad tasted like?
Oh, bitter. I don't think he tasted good.
I think
hairy. He had so much hair. Remember?
I think he tasted like I think he tasted sweet. Probably.
Really?
Yeah. A little sweet, like almost like a Swedish fish. Like, you know, like it's got like a little bit, yeah, but it's like chewy. Like he was probably really chewy.
I'm thinking that hair, he's like gamey.
Yeah.
It's like Dragon, like I know.
Tootsie Roll, like gets stuck in your teeth.
I hate Tootsie Rolls.
Right.
So that does match for me.
Yeah,
like
Tootsie Roll with hair on it.
And it would have like an aftertaste that lasted too long.
I bet that burp, whenever she burped up his like crown, I bet it smelled nasty.
You've seen the short
Gnarly.
with his ghost, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my god, okay. Universal fans, sorry, we're not Disney adults here, but I am a Universal adult. I will admit that.
I love some Universal.
But they got rid of it. But there was a 4D Shrek thing where it was Farquaad's ghost.
I always miss that. I always miss
really
that ride. I
fun.
met Shrek at Universal, Shrek and Donkey in the little window, but I didn't get to do that.
I do have a confession with that.
What?
Because I also do that with my friends.
Uh-huh.
My friends and I, we walk up, and you know, Donkey comes out the window and he's a puppet. Donkey sees our group walking up and immediately goes, "Y'all like anime?" When I tell you, none of us had any anime merch on, and like my friends and I had to be like, "Yeah," like none of us were wearing merch, and I was like,
"Konnichiwa."
But I was like, none of us were wearing merch.
Doesn't me.
But do you know why he asked us that?
Because y'all look like it? What do you mean?
No. Motherfucker had started Full Metal Alchemist and wanted to talk to someone about it.
Hey, that's period as hell. That's me as fuck. If I was a Disney character, I would be like, hey, so you guys, y'all catch that last Fruits Basket high HD definition?
He kept it in Donkey's persona, but he was still talking about it. Like, y'all seen Full Metal Alchemist? I'm watching the first season.
I love that they extend outside of the Shrek like universe for that shit, because Disney's like, you know, they're like, don't talk about this and don't talk about this. Everyone at Universal, like the Grinch,
Megatron,
Megatron, they're all like, so skibbity toilet.
No, like he was literally like, these fucking gay motherfuckers. I've definitely seen.
I'm pretty
Full
sure
Metal
the Grinch has said the F slur, actually.
I mean, but he's gay, so it's
no,
okay.
absolutely, it's fine.
So it's fine,
right?
But like, and also raised by lesbians,
right?
So it's fine,
right?
But like, I just
Donkey is so
every time
real.
I think about Donkey, I'm like, oh, that motherfucker clocked us so quick. So none of us were like, even wearing merch. Just like, yeah, you motherfuckers have seen anime, Full Metal Alchemist, and my friend, like me and my friend who had just like finished rewatching it, we're like, yeah, we love Full Metal Alchemist.
Of course,
like, not even shame, but just like, yeah, you've clocked us.
And
you,
Nina,
I am a stereotype. Like, what can I say? But so whenever I think about the Universal Donkey, I think about that.
Donkey's so funny.
Okay,
so they got married, and then at the end, Gigi's like, God bless us, everyone.
Can I? Yeah. So I have two things.
Yeah.
So Shrek was made in 2001, right? Trigger warning. at the end of the episode. So
are we talking about 9/11 again?
We can. No. You don't want to talk about 9/11. But early 2000s body image stuff. Mm-hmm. Very petite, very heroin chic, very like eating disorder. Right. Like Anna core. Right. So the fact that they like made Fiona end in ogre form. Mm-hmm. And ballsy. Thickums. Yeah. DreamWorks was ballsy for that, and thank God that they did that.
I love the risks that DreamWorks takes.
Or used to.
Risks, quote. Yeah. Maybe not so much anymore.
Because, like, again,
Vector's skinny ass.
Yeah, because Vector is conventionally attractive.
Right. Of course.
Vector?
Is that not what y'all want? The way he'd be like,
But, like, I just thought about that, like, while I was rewatching. I'm like, this was during the phase of, like, beautiful was skinny and skinny was beautiful. The fact that they let Fiona be big and still be seen as beautiful.
That's my princess.
That's so gorgeous.
That's my princess.
That's
I want
insane.
her.
And like the cultural impact that Shrek has had. Right. Like obviously Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Of course.
Which brings me to something that I'm gonna ask if you've seen it.
Okay.
TikTok. Do you get TikTok ads a lot?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you gotten the one where it's a book? What do you think this book is about? It's a like kind of a retelling of Shrek, but like in someone's own words, I guess. Like what they wanted from Shrek.
The only book ads I've gotten is that one where the guy is that someone's a fucking door and they're like,
oh yeah, and they're fucking handle.
Yeah. That's the only one I've
too much to handle. Door handle, but
got that donkey door handle dick.
But the Shrek one I'm talking about is the narrator who is the author. I think is like, we all seen Shrek. When we were watching it, we all wanted him to sound more like this. if you're not into it, why are you so wet? Have you seen this?
No.
And it's like Shrek's voice, and it's like, why are you so wet? Why are you in my swamp? And it's like a smut retelling of
Who asked for that?
Shrek. Apparently this author, she was like, no, Shrek was so hot, and then like they photoshopped Shrek's like face on like a green muscular body.
That was the whole point of Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life. Why couldn't we just leave it there?
No.
And that was a meme. That was funny.
No.
But when y'all start actually doing it, like, when y'all start
it's
actually,
the book talk girlies.
Of course it's the book talk girlies. Can we please lock them up? Like, please. Executive order. Trump, if you do one thing.
Just do that, please.
Lock the book talk girlies up.
So, yeah, Shrek smut is a thing. Search it up if you're into it. Have fun.
I read one on the last episode.
Oh, yeah, we did.
It was a good time.
If you enjoy Shrek
Larry
smut,
and Shrek, you know,
try it out.
and Obama and Biden, yeah. Okay, so my question for you, and by the way, the end of the musical, so fucking
It's
good.
fun. It's
so
really
good, so fun. If I saw it, I would have pissed my pants in excitement and joy.
Because they kind of make a commune with the freaks.
Right.
Quote on freaks. So
Yes.
cute. It's cute.
And Freak Flag, gay anthem. Except for we don't say the T slur.
Yeah, but Pinocchio, like,
8 down.
Pinocchio was a trans boy in my head.
Yes.
Because he literally is like, I'm a real boy. And, like, he tears up when he says it. He's like, I am a real boy. I'm like, you are a real boy, Pinocchio.
Right.
Don't let anyone take that away from you.
And Humpty's ugly. That little elf bitch is a Scientologist.
That part I don't like.
Yeah.
Why
Peter Pan is a little gay.
And literally sold Tinkerbell.
Right.
You're evil.
Okay, I have last 2 questions for you, which would be, number 1, the real one, what would be your monster that you would transform into at night?
Ooh.
And don't say werewolf, because that's boring. That's boring as fuck.
I was gonna go werewolf just because I like... Okay, wait, not werewolf. I think Minotaur.
Okay.
Because mommy milkers. If Fiona gets big tits, I want big Minotaur
when do
tits.
Minotaurs automatically have mommy milkers?
They're cows. They got big udders, at least.
They're bulls. Minotaurs are bulls.
But if they're cow, I won't be a bull. I'll be a cow, and I'll have big boobs.
F to M, you'll be no more boobies.
Oh, so you saying I'll be a dude?
Yes,
Minotaur?
yes.
I want to be a hot, like, buff, like, muscle mommy.
Yes.
Big-titted Minotaur.
Gotcha, and you'll torment, like, Perseus type characters.
Yeah, I'll be like, God, like, I'm just so ugly. with my big udders over here, and they're like...
Go ahead and write it, DreamWorks. Go ahead and write it.
DreamWorks, new pitch. Y'all are making, like, that Kraken shit? No, get out of here. It's been done before. Big mommy muscle milker Minotaur. Let's go. Let me see it. Come on. Get on it.
I'm ready.
Alright, what's your monster?
I think my monster would be, let me think. I feel like I'd probably be like a chupacabra, like we were talking about Supernatural.
Ooh.
Or like I want to be like a dog type, so I can just like run, you know?
You said werewolf is not allowed, but you want to be a dog-based one.
Because werewolf is the obvious answer.
But that's
I was just trying to give...
That's like a dog.
Okay, fine, fuck. I mean, damn. I was just trying to be different, okay? I was trying to be different.
Not werewolves,
but werewolves
but
are like cringy. Like I want to be a chupacabra.
You don't want to be.
I don't want a Lily Rose Depp. I want to.
But you don't want to like rip your like.
No, I want to be Nosferatu. I want to be Nosferatu.
Do it. Do the voice.
Bounce on it. Crazy styles.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to be a rotting corpse?
Yes.
Okay, fun. Good for you. Mm-hmm. That'd be fun. I don't know if our characters would interact very well.
No, of course not. Of course not. My second question for you is, given that my old TikTok username, we used to be Green Gussie because I loved Elphaba from Wicked and I loved Fiona from Shrek. Mm-hmm. And we know now that Elphaba's Gussie is not
purple.
Green, it's purple.
Canonically.
If you don't know that, now you know.
It's purple.
What do you think Fiona's
red?
Gussie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that so quick.
Sorry, I was thinking I was doing the carpet matches the drapes kind of thing. I was talking about her pubic hair.
Okay. Pubes are red. Okay.
Yeah, pubes definitely
her
red.
Lips.
So her actual lips are also kind of purpley. Have you noticed that?
I thought they were like pinkish.
I'm sorry, Shrek's lips are kind of purpley. I think it'd be kind of the same deal, where her lips are like, not deep purple, but maybe like a light pinky purple, like her lips are. And I think they'd be very like plump. Okay. Like down there. Okay. Because she has pretty plump lips. Yeah. So I think she has pretty plump lips in both places. Because she's a pretty gal. She's a pretty princess. Yeah, and she also braids her pubic hair down there. So she has a matching. Yeah, with a scrunchie, two green scrunchies down here and 2 green scrunchies in her hair. But it
smells foul.
Okay, but like in a good way.
No.
Not to you.
Fishy. It smells like tartar.
See, I think swamp. Like it smells like that sweet, like earthy, like nature musk.
Right, and that's why they based the swamp off of me.
And that's why Shrek goes like, "What are you doing in my swamp?" And he gets down there. He cooks and he eats. You know he eats well down there.
I know he licks his lips after. He smacks.
He's eating it
better out than in, I always say.
So that's been our 10th episode.
Thank you for watching. If you've watched all 10, you get a gold star.
You're Perky.
We're going to come in the middle of the night like Shrek did and Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life and peg you.
I don't know about
Make sure you follow us on all of our socials and stuff.
Thank you for your support.
One last little. And I'm Perky.
And I'm Quirky.
And that was the Perky and Quirky podcast.
Yay!
When I saw her face,
now
I'm a believer.